Has everyone gone mad? What in the world is going on around here? What's up, everybody? Welcome to this late night, Saturday night edition of the St. James Show. Will you do me a great big favor? Hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button. Do share on all your social media sites. Let everyone know that we are on live right now in the virtual sanctuary of the St. James Show. I am your host, St. James. Listen, we're going to have a good time tonight, so make sure you are an exclusive member in our Patreon, in our YouTube membership, and also throughout the night, you can support the channel with your monetary gift by scrolling on the bottom there. All that stuff down there, scrolling is your opportunity to support the channel in another way. All right. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming in here tonight. I had some things to do. I went and did those things all day, and people were hitting me up. St. James, are you coming on? You know, there's some BS running around. Are you coming on? Oh, I'm coming on. Oh, I'll be here. Don't worry about it. I'll be here, and I'm here. More grace, Princess. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, Breezy? Rejoice is in the house on tonight. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Queen Anne Brock is here. What's Tasha Cobbs doing over there, Anne Brock? She over there the Smithsonian or somewhere that the Orange Man done took over. Listen, these people need a check, Queen Anne. They need a check. Oh, yes, they do. Londa's in the building. Jesse, looks. I thought you was out. You look like you was all painted up and out on the town tonight. What's up, Kimberly? Today, good to see you. Deion Sanders. Make sure you guys come on in and hit that like button for me. The guy from Fresno is live, and let me tell you, it was 105 while it was raining here today. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on, but it was 105 while it was raining today. And I got my car washed too. Doggone it. Got my car washed, and not 15 minutes later, it started raining. I kind of knew it was going to look like it was going to rain anyway, but you know, sometimes you got to get the dirt off your car. Even if the rain comes, you got to get the dirt off your car. Not that my car is really dirty, but sometimes you just got to get the dirt off the car. What's up, Sean Nathan? Good to see you. It rained bad in Miami. Oh, okay. So it was raining bad everywhere. Oh, man. That is wild, wild, wild. Well, everybody come on in and hit that like button for me. Granny Baby is in the house. What's up, Granny? Granny Baby. What did you guys do today? Did you guys do anything exciting today? What went on today? Listen, these people are going crazy. I don't know what to believe. My mind is, oh, Jesus, my mind. Oh, Lord, my mind is gone, as they used to say in the church. My mind is gone. That means you're supposed to have the mind of God and not the mind of yourself. My mind is gone. My mind. That's what that song really meant. Mm-hmm. It rained in Jacksonville also. Ooh. Oh, it's Deanna. Okay, listen here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I can change y'all names like on the screen, like we can do in StreamYard. Like type your real name in there so I would be able to know who you are. Thank you, Deanna. You slept good through the rain. Yeah, it's some good sleep, though. It is some good sleep. I ran some errands and came back home, and I think I took a quick little nap. Then I had to go do some other stuff and had a couple of events to go to tonight. I tipped out early on my last event, and my friends were having a concert. It was good, but Lord, they had an intermission. Don't have no intermission if St. James is in the building. Excuse me. Tip. Don't you better run that. You better run it. You better run it. If I'm not at a Broadway play, you better run it. Or I'm going to run the concert, or I got to go. Don't give me no intermission. Just keep it going. They gave me an intermission, and I had to leave. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Love you. Anyway, listen, there's a lot going on tonight or this week. We've had a lot pretty much go on all week, especially with this TD Jakes case. motions and replies and denials, and there's a lot of things going on. But listen, we're going to talk about a little bit of it tonight. Just a little bit. We ain't going to do too much of it. Just a little bit, all right?
Jesus loves me, this I know. What? Come on. For the Bible tells me so. Little ones who will be born. They are weak, but he is strong. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. Hey, la 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 la. That's tender love. La 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 la. I'm still anointed.
I'm still anointed. That is your favorite prophet, your favorite overseer, Prophet Brian Carn. And he wants to tell you about tender love. He got a lot of tender love that he wants to show y'all. He said, give you the traditional version. Yeah. These people, everything is a remix. Everything. But, it gets a little tired, Anyway. We're going to get to it. We get to it. Did y'all hit the like button for me yet? Hit that like button. Don't be scared to hit the like button, all right? Let everybody around us in these YouTube streets know that we are live. Oh, I got a notification on Facebook. Ain't seen that in a while. If you're on Facebook, hit the like button on Facebook, all right? Lord, everybody's having she having a conference. Oh, Lord. Y'all see the conference over there I posted where you can do Affirm and Afterpay? Y'all want to do Valerie and her girl, Valerie Moore and her girl, Juanita Bynum. They having them a conference, and y'all can pay for your registration through Affirm or Afterpay. Ooh, the saints are so creative. The technology is so advanced. Everything, what somebody say in the comments there, and encouraging the saints to go into debt. Woo! Go into debt. If you can't afford it, to go over there, and first of all, they're going to get you in there and ask you for a lot of money, a lot of offering. So if you can't afford to really pay for the actual registration fee, you probably shouldn't go. That's just it. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. If you can't pay for the registration fee and you got to break it down in payments and all that, you probably should not even go to that a deal. Where is that thing at? I was going to look at it again. I think it's on my community wall, huh? Why isn't it on my deal though? Why isn't it on here? Make sure you guys go to my community wall on YouTube. I'm always posting different things on there as well. So make sure you go there. It's Back to Arts in the DMV. Everybody going to be there. Let's see here. Registration. Let me see. Back to Arts. Back to Acts revival. Let's see how much there's registration in that you got to put it on Affirm. Back to Arts. What did it say? I didn't miss it that quick. Back to Arts revival. Revival.com. Y'all hitting that like button? Back to Arts revival. That didn't even come up. You gooping the saints? Then didn't nothing even come up. Anybody can see how much that registration fee is? It didn't even come up. What's up, Tashi? What's up, Keisha? Courtney? Let me see something. We're trying to figure out how much this registration fee that y'all got to go on Affirm and Afterpay. Back to Acts. I think I put Arts. Back to Acts revival. Look at them giving all this promo. All right, let's see here. Let's see how much this registration fee is. It's through Ticketlocity. Takes you from $130 to $165. Let me tell you something. If you need to go to Affirm Afterpay for that, you need to stay home. Really, you need to stay home. Yeah, $130 to $165. What's the difference in pricing? What are we getting? What are we getting, Apostle, Prophetess, more? General rates, excuse me. Okay. Group rate is 130, but you got to have probably a minimum of 5, they said, for 130. But regular registration fee is about $165. With all the fees and stuff, yeah, about $165. It's $150 plus all them fees you paying. So group rate 130, 165. You can't see it? Well, I'll take you right to it. You already know when you get there, you're going to have there's going to have 1 million offerings and everything. So they're going to put offerings on Afterpay too and Affirm. Are we going to start doing that? Oh Lord, I just gave my idea. Somebody going to do it Sunday. Put your offering on Afterpay and Affirm. Oh God. What has the church come? Oh, what have we come to, Jesus? First, they was mad when they had the ATMs in the church. Oh, they thought the devil, the mark of the beast had come into the sanctuary. And then they started doing credit cards in, for they had the ATM outside of, somewhere in the foyer or something. But then they start bringing the credit card swipers into the sanctuary, and they really went to hell on that one. And now it's just, you got CashApp, you got PayPal, you got everything. QR codes, bam, 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 to get your money real quick. Yeah. You're going to be Afterpay off. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be an Afterpay offering online. Yeah. So now I like the ATM. Well, there's ATMs in the chat. That's been for years. I remember that. That's been for years. So, oh Lord, we got to talk about these people. We have to talk about these folks. But before we get to it, Darrel Walls just released a brand new, wonderful. Did I take it off of here? I may have taken it off. Oh, no, it is. It's right there. He just moved a wonderful EP or whatever you call it, album called Heart of Mine. That's what it's called. And it has some wonderful tracks. I love Amazing. I love More. PJ Morton is on there with them. Wonderful, wonderful release. But he tired of y'all. He tired of y'all. Darrel Walls is tired of y'all criticizing him. He has body dysmorphia or whatever that's called. Y'all, the big word for what I don't think you always think your body is not what it should be. I think he just said he has that, but he's tired of y'all saints and getting on his Instagram and his social media, telling him what he ought to be doing and what he should not be doing with his fitness. He said, y'all fat people, leave him alone. If you choose to be fat, that's your choice. He's not choosing that. And here's a word from our sponsor.
It completely befuddles me at the amount of people who are in my comments and or DMs trying to police and or corral my posting as it relates to my fitness and my gym journey. To have the mental focus and or discipline to stay devoted and committed to anything, showing you the level of character and integrity that a person has. It also shows you that the person has a high level of intelligence. To postulate or hypothecate or shoulder the idea that I would stoop so low as to dumb myself down to try and become this sex symbol of some sort, or try to thirst trap you or seduce you into something that I would like to partake in is insane. It's asinine and it's disrespectful. To do the work, and not only do the work, but also see results, deserves a celebratory moment. My way of doing that is to post because I'm happy. I'm proud. Just like with anything, you buy your first house, you got your first car or a new car, you're married, you got a boo, you got engaged, whatever the case. It is not my job to police or corral your convictions. That's for you to do. That being said, it's not going to stop. There's an unfollow button at the top of this page. There's also a block button that you could also use. If this is too much for you, go elsewhere. You're not always right, and you don't have all the answers, and you don't know me like that. I want you guys to have a blessed and prosperous evening.
You always have to end it with that. Have a blessed and prosperous evening. Listen, he said he tired of y'all. Leave him alone. He's going to post what he posts. He's going to pose how he posed because he is grateful for the hard work that he is putting forth in his body. He don't care if he's singing the blues. He don't care if he's singing the gospel. He don't care what he's singing. This has to do with his health. And he said y'all can unfollow him and y'all can block him if you want. If you don't want to see nothing, do it. So y'all leave. He want me to tell you to leave him alone. That's what he said. Did you guys hit that like button for me? Do share on all your social media sites. And also, if you're not a subscriber of the St. James Show, do that. If you're on X right now, come on over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube as well. So make sure, we're on TikTok, St. James TikTok, Instagram, the St. James Show, Facebook group, the St. James Show, and also on right here on Facebook. I mean, where we at? We're on Facebook and YouTube right now. All right. So y'all leave him alone, all right? Leave him alone and be blessed. That's all he wants to tell you. He knows what he's doing. He said he was, there's a lot of addicts out there. Everybody got their vice, Marcus. Everybody got their vice, What's up, Uncle Paul? What's up, Lakeisha? The Chatutro. I don't know your name. We do have a goal in the chat. If you would help us reach our goal, click that goal button and shower the chat with your super chats. And of course, if you're members, you can always use the member chat option as well. Okay, you can do that in the chat. Vanessa Bell is still in the hospital, everybody. They're running tests. They was poking her in her foot today. They're drawing blood out of her feces. So maybe they couldn't get a good vein. Maybe she's a little dehydrated, but she was on there. It seemed like she was in good spirits, but they are keeping her in the hospital. So we have to make sure that we are keeping Vanessa Bell Armstrong in our prayers. She just came out here and did a wonderful little, 1 and 2 with Bishop-elect Marvin Winans a couple of Sundays ago. But now she is in the hospital. So we want to make sure that she comes out all right, because she's been faithful. Oh, yes, she has.
All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God.
Boy, didn't our hearts burn. Was it last Thursday? Last Thursday when Prophet Vanessa and Master Prophet Bernard Jordan were on. So many of you, the ones who received a word from the prophets, I got emails, I got DMs telling me, listen, St. James, you know me. They were like, I was always been a little this or a little that, but they were like, each word that was given was right on point to where they were in their lives at that time, or even as of today. So remember, when you receive a word, you have to do the work. Do the work, okay? Once you receive a word, figure out how to make that word work for you. Thank you so much, Uncle Paul, for being our first super chat of the evening and helping us reach our goal. We only need 4 more, and we have reached our goal. Yes, yes, yes. I get to the So listen, so we're definitely going to have the prophets back on really, really soon. I think folks want to know a few things, so we're going to have them on really soon. So make sure that you have your notifications on, so you'll see every time I post the thumbnail or post anything on the community wall. Usually I put it there to let you know that we have an upcoming show or something like that. And also our Patreons get the before. So if you're in Patreon, make sure that you join Patreon. Is right here. Patreon, the Saint James Show. So really easy to find on Patreon. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Let's get down to the nitty and the gritty. Y'all hit like on the Uncle Paul's super chat for me. Listen, this past week we had a reply from Tyrone Blackburn in regards to the fee petition that the Jakes want him to pay in regards to sanctions that the judge said he's going to put on Tyrone Blackburn for all his hallucinations, AI submissions, and a whole bunch of just foolishness. Well, they got theirs in on time. And I said this before. He just put this in this week. It is like, and as the attorneys put his reply into their petition request, Tyrone Blackburn put his reply into the Jakes' petition request for fees. 2 weeks late. 2 weeks late. So what you have to realize, now, we read the other day the response from the Jakes' team in regarding his response to their fee petition. And they pointed out that it was late. Now, he came in with a whole bunch of new stuff, a whole bunch of ridiculous things and blah, 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 still not taking full responsibility for what he did and the submissions that he did. So they counteracted some things and brought some other things to light that he was getting wrong in his reply. Now, since then, there's a gnat in here. I don't know where this gnat came from. Since then, the judge has denied their request to do a reply to his response to the petition request. Now, saints of the Most High God, you have to realize he was 2 weeks late. Why would the judge even entertain anything one way or the other? From him? From Jakes' team? Why would he even entertain it? Because more than likely, his response is not going to be even admissible. It was late. So Jakes and them coming in trying to, debunk all the things that he was saying in his response. I think the judge is saying, you're wasting my time, y'all. All y'all wasting my time. He's wasting my time by submitting this thing out of the bounds of what I directed him to do. And you guys are responding to his late response, which doesn't even matter. It doesn't even make any sense. What's up, The Real K-Fit? Good to see you. But so I think when people see that it was denied, the Jakes' team was denied in their request to reply to his foolishness that was already late, I think what we're missing here, that it was already late. So why would the judge even approve it? So it's like, y'all need to save your ink and your paper. I know what's going on with this guy. I know exactly what's going on with this guy. He's coming in. I really believe that Tyrone Blackburn, my belief, I think the man has some problems. I think he doesn't have any emotional intelligence. He's trying to be I don't know. No, well, Johnny Cochran had emotional intelligence, so I can't even say he's trying to be Johnny Cochran, because I think Johnny Cochran won a few cases, didn't he? And actually went to trial. Yeah. Yeah, they're running up fees. So my assumption, Uncle Paul, is for them even responding to his late response, judge might take into consideration what they had to spend to respond to that ridiculousness, or he may say, listen, why did y'all even respond? It was late. That was your bad. You shouldn't even responded to it. Each and every time he submits something to the courts, he adds yeast and he adds a little flour, a little eggs, and a little baking powder to the batter. That's what he does. That's what Tyrone Blackburn does all the time. And see, they just can't let it linger out there when he starts throwing them lies and them assumptions and them all this stuff out. They want to come and counteract it and do all that. But let me tell you, I think the judge is saying, it don't even matter. Just wait for my ruling on the sanctions. He has no consideration. He was late. So stop wasting your time with his emotional intelligence, his emotional unintelligent self. There is a gnat. I want to get you. I know you like the lights, but you gotta die. It's appointed to live, but it's appointed to die, and you got to die in here tonight. Oh yes, you do. What's up, Pat? So, I think everybody's up in arms and said, oh, my God, Jakes they were denied. They were denied. Yeah. That the judge was like, I don't want to read nothing else. I don't need to read anything else. I gave direction and time frames. You guys met it. Tyrone Blackburn did not. It is what it is. You can submit anything you want to court. Anything you want, you can throw it in the courts. If it's presented in the right, format, and you upload it to the courts via electronic submission, you can submit it, and they will put it on the case. That doesn't mean he's come back before. The judges can come back and stricken things from the record. He's taken things out that Blackburn has put in. So it doesn't matter what he's throwing in there. They can still be stricken. So let's look at this thing. When he got wind, when Blackburn got wind that Jakes wanted to reply to his response of the fee petition, they started revving up the laptop. Did you guys hit the like button for me? Hit that like button for me. Do that, and do that now. I appreciate you guys. They started revving up the laptop, which, yeah. So Blackburn decided to power on his laptop, his AI, and all that, and say, listen, opposition to plaintiff's requests for leave to file a reply. So he's sitting up here trying to negate everything, trying to say this is the reason why they should not be able to respond to what I submitted. He files it to add to his smear campaign. That's what he does. And each time he files something, it's a smear campaign against Bishop Jakes and the Jakes family, which is not going to be good for him. But we're going to read it. We're going to just look at it and see what he says, okay? Non-party respondent Tyrone Blackburn submits this opposition to plaintiff's request for leave to file a reply. The motion is not grounded in any need to clarify legal arguments or address new issues. Rather, it is an overt and improper attempt to sanitize a retaliatory bar complaint and deflect attention away from plaintiff's counsel egregious conduct. Conduct designed not to seek justice, but to destroy the career and reputation of opposing counsel through harassment, falsehood, and litigation. Sounds like something that Jake's people have accused Dwayne Youngblood and his co-conspirators. Interesting. This case is pending in the Western District of Pennsylvania. I have no cases, past or present, in the District of Columbia. Nonetheless, plaintiff's counsel, Mr. Dustin Push, filed a bar complaint against me with the D.C. Office of Disciplinary Counsel, claiming I misrepresented my bar admission status. This alleged misrepresentation stems from the inclusion of the letters DC under the logo of my firm. At no time did I ever express or discuss my District of Columbia bar admission to Dustin Push or his colleagues. At no point did he call, email, or write to inquire about my DC bar admission before launching this career-altering attack. He has no issue sending me emails to request permission to file surreplies. He has no issue with sending me an email to threaten sanctions according to Rule 11. But for some reason, this is all Tyrone Blackburn speaking, everyone. But for some reason, he had a hard time sending an email to inquire about my DC bar admission. Mr. Push's actions exhibit clear bad faith. Oh, this guy. I was formally sworn into the District of Columbia Bar on May 7th, 2024 by the Honorable Catherine H. Parker, U.S. Magistrate Judge for the Southern District of New York. See Attacks Exhibit A, and he did attack something. I urge Your Honor to contact Judge Parker to confirm that she swore me in and signed Exhibit A. But it's interesting to me because they said they had called and they couldn't get clarification on his actual, being a part of that state's association. But I digress. The retaliatory nature of Dustin Push's conduct is self-evident. Its timing followed my filing of several affidavits in defendant's anti-SLAPP motion to dismiss, previously filed by the defendant in this case, from countless survivors. Listen, y'all, here he goes. Countless survivors of plaintiff who all describe serious allegations against plaintiff and other members of the clergy and his church who use their positions of power to groom and sexually assault them. These affidavits contain deeply disturbing first-hand accounts of misconduct. Here he goes, y'all. They form the basis of defendant's arguments that plaintiff is a pariah. Defendant's public allegations against plaintiff were not isolated, but part of a disturbing pattern of depraved grooming and sexual assault. In response, plaintiff's counsel struggled to address the allegations head on, failing miserably to coherently respond to the men who provided the sworn affidavits. Yeah, we had a problem with those affidavits, though, sir. We had a little problem with them, Blackburn. We had a little problem. Mm-hmm. To further justify his retaliatory abuse of the disciplinary system, plaintiff's counsel now appends to his surreply motion an email in which I asked whether he would waive service in a forthcoming civil suit involving plaintiff and his daughter, Cora Jakes. He is now threatening to sue Cora. That email, entirely appropriate in substance and tone, is now being miscategorized and taken out of context to falsely imply impropriety on my part. Cora Jakes, like her father, has been publicly accused of abusing children. Isn't Blackburn a breath of fresh air, everybody? Their church was a haven for immigrant children, yet the parents of several of the kids were deported. The children have been left behind, and upon information and belief, that means he ain't got no true proof, many of them are now missing. Oh, Tyrone. Mm, mm, mm. Now we got a whole milk carton of missing kids now that because of the Jakes. Isn't he a hoot? What's up, JP? Oh my goodness. Cora Jakes, in particular, has been accused of manipulating a vulnerable friend who trusted her into giving Cora Jakes custody of their child and engaging in other forms of physical abuse of her adopted daughter. Boy, he is spewing out a lot of accusations here. Yes, he is. My inquiry regarding the waiver of service was fully within the bounds of professional correspondence. Mr. Push's decision to present it as a threat is both dishonest and defamatory. Boy, I tell you, he's sure talking about defamatory stuff, ain't he? From the inception of this lawsuit, I informed Mr. Push that I am planning to file a class action lawsuit for several male sexual assault survivors against plaintiff T.D. Jakes. Mind you, everyone, let's not get anything twisted here. All this that he's writing to the court have nothing to do with this case. He failed to submit his response to the fee petition on time. Jakes wanted to do a reply to that late response. The judge has denied that response. Denied it because all of this is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Let's read on. Dustin Push created Mr. Jakes' present reality by foolishly filing this suit against Mr. Youngblood in hopes of bullying him into signing away his right to speak publicly of the childhood trauma visited upon him by T.D. Jakes. See, that's what I'm saying. He's doing these words now. He's doing these words, childhood trauma. The boy, he wasn't a child. He was a teenager, 18 or 19. Blackburn is up to his old antics with the tricky words. In the car with the kiss, on the table with the kiss. He don't know where the missed kiss happened. Unfortunately, plaintiff Jakes failed to anticipate the avalanche of survivors who would come forward with evidence of plaintiff grooming, sexually assaulting, sexting, and transporting them across state lines in violation of the Mann Act. Is he talking about the Vanessa stuff that Larry presented, stole off of Vanessa's laptop? Is that what he's talking about, sexting? That didn't give us anything about sexting. Is that what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Because I doubt anybody is wanting to connect and give you any information for them to defend them, Blackburn. I doubt seriously anyone in their right mind would present any evidence to you and say, please defend me against Bishop Jakes. You're on timeout for 24 hours. I'm just reading the documents. One of the accusers is now Mr. Jakes' former son-in-law, Richard Brandon Coleman. Does everybody know who Richard Brandon Coleman is? He is the former husband of Cora Jakes, who is now serving a what? I don't know how long a prison sentence for essaying their adopted daughter. Now he done. I guess he done had some jailhouse calls with Richard Brandon Coleman and has convinced him to say that you were groomed and assaulted by Bishop Jakes also. And then I decided to allow you to marry my daughter. Okay, that all makes sense to me. That all makes sense. Dustin Push and TD Jakes know that they could never intimidate me from representing Mr. Coleman and the other men who have valid claims against Mr. Jakes. Even if Mr. Push were able to hinder my law license, which he cannot, I will continue to pursue plaintiff Jakes, even if I have to, all I have is a bullhorn in front of the U.S. Department of Justice. Blackburn said, it don't matter. Even if all I have, saints, is a bullhorn, and I stand in front of the U.S. Department of Justice, even if there is no financial recovery in my forthcoming litigations against Mr. Jakes, I do not care. So as long as my clients have their day in court, can file their criminal complaints, and their claims are investigated by law enforcement, I will get justice for my clients. This court should not entertain Mr. Push's desperate and abusive litigation tactic. Mr. Push has already demonstrated a pattern of bad faith conduct. Really, Blackburn? Really? Filing a baseless grievance in a jurisdiction irrelevant to this litigation. Intentionally miscategorizing the waiver of service email. Compounding motion practice for the sole purpose of driving up his fees. And repeatedly using the court's process to launch personal attacks against opposing counsel. His request for a SIR reply is yet another example of these improper acts. Now he starts naming some kind of case law, and we don't really like to read his case law because usually it's not presented correctly. So we're going to bypass his case law here. Okay? The conduct displayed by plaintiff's counsel here, weaponizing grievance systems, misrepresenting emails to the court, and filing baseless SIR replies is well within the bounds of bad faith litigation practice. This court has both the authority and the duty to rein in it. In conclusion, for the forthcoming reasons, plaintiff's request for leave to file a SIR reply must be denied in its entirety. It serves no valid legal function and furthers a campaign of harassment and retaliation against undersigned counsel for daring to represent defendant and to give voice to plaintiff's other victims. Should the court permit plaintiff to file his SIR reply, I respectfully request leave to file a substantive response and to move for appropriate sanctions against Dustin Push under Rule 28, blah, 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 and the court's inherent powers. So isn't this interesting, everyone? Thought he would get his cash, share something with read and go. Ooh, Lady Wisdom. Is that what you thought he said? Oh, my God. Thought that was going to happen? Let me see. Where am I at? What's these pages? What's this? Well, he said he was Committee of Admissions, District of Columbia, Court of Appeals. Okay. This was on 2/22. He said he was legally, he with DC. So he could put DC on his letterhead. There is this deal signed by this judge May 7th, 2024. But it's very interesting to see why they would say that he was not at the time. He was not at the time authorized to practice law in DC. So I'm not sure what that is. Yes, I saw them at the Potter's house. You said the Scooby-Doo gang could do a better job with the case that Blackburn. He's all over the place. He definitely is all over the place. Did you guys hit that like button? So again, all that we read, ladies and gentlemen, saints of the Most High God, it don't matter. It don't matter. Blackburn's response was late. And if you don't meet the timelines that the judge gives you, what you present to them is null and void. So all this back and forth that they want to do, and I understand, they don't want this stuff lingering out there that Blackburn just comes up with overnight. They don't want it lingering out there, and I understand that. But they're going to have to learn during this process to let them sleeping dogs just lie. Because y'all going to piss this judge off real good. And he's going to be on the warpath for all y'all. Now, that brings me to something that I heard recently. Are there olive branches? Let's just act like these are olive branches. Are there olive branches being distributed from Bishop Jakes to Larry Reid? It was reported to me, and some of you who are over there on Conscious TV. Conscious, are you in the background? Where you at? That Bishop Jakes' team sent Larry Reid a letter, email, or however they got it to him. Horse, buggy, or I don't know. Asking him to take the disparaging videos down concerning Jakes. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, generally, that is your first action before you figure out if you have to sue somebody, right? I don't think you could just sue someone and then you not ask them to take down the disparaging things that you feel disparaging that they are against you. You have to at least ask them to take them down. Don't that generally how that go? Didn't sound like it was a cease and desist. It sounds to me like it was a request. Now, I think you can go on. He has a new members only or what have you. You can go on Larry's members only. And I think he talked about it, or what have you. I just got a sneaky suspicion I wasn't going to hear anything I cared to listen to. That was just me. But I think that's the first deal that's what you do before you want to sue somebody, to figure out what angle you might need to go in if they decide not to take the videos down. Now, I do see that whole abuser to the abuser or whatever, those interviews, I didn't see them on his page anymore. I did see some other videos that had Jakes and Dwayne Youngblood in the thumbnail. I'm not sure what those are. I don't recall. I don't remember what they talked about with those. But it may be an olive branch. And olive branches are smaller. I know what olive branches are like. I don't think anyone is out of the clear. And I don't agree with Conscious when he was saying that, Bishop Jakes is scared for what Larry will say. I just don't think so. I just don't think so. Because I personally think if Larry had some real deal proof of something, that would have been presented to Jakes already, and negotiations in the background would have already happened, and we wouldn't be where we're at today. My personal opinion is still that there's still he said things going on. I don't think, and I might be wrong, but I do believe had we have some real definite proof, we wouldn't be here today. You said the problem is this disparaging thing is drag. The problem is disparaging does not equate defamation. So you can ask, but it doesn't mean the party has to comply. Right. Yeah. But I think he did. I think he did take them down. But I again, it's crazy that we even here. It really is. It's crazy that we're even here over this hug and missed kiss. Because when we break it down, that's why we're here. And the $6 million ask. That's why we're here. Now, is the strategy to get Tyrone Blackburn off of this case and really put him in as a co-conspirator? Because we have some evidence and some history on on Tyrone Blackburn and his demand letters, from the Diddy trials to other trials to Fat Joe. We have there's some a trail of interesting demand letters and twerking of wording to make things sound a little bit more salacious when the first letter didn't work. Let's give him that second letter, and let's reduce the age of the victim, the proposed victim. Let's reduce that age, and let's just put a little more yeast to it. Now we have some evidence of that already in the atmosphere with Tyrone Blackburn. Is it a ploy to really get Tyrone Blackburn off of this case, get him sanctioned, possibly get his law license revoked, so we can really go after him for all of the people who have been affected by Tyrone Blackburn and his antics that he's put in courts and to defendants? It's just a question. Candace says, I don't think Jakes is scared. He wouldn't have started this whole court process and go on Good Morning America talking about everything. I don't convince he's scared either. I think them asking Larry to remove the videos is also strategic, and in a way, I don't think people ought to that people are just out of the clear, because you don't do all that and do all those statements and those motions that they did, really going after Larry, and then all of a sudden there's nothing else, because if we ask him to take the videos down and he takes them down, then we're good. He might be good. But then it makes me think, what's the deal? What are you trying to turn things to Tyrone Blackburn and Dwayne Youngblood? What is that? So it's very interesting to me to see where this will go. Like somebody in the chat said, did I get no, I'm reading court documents. And listen, what we read from Tyrone Blackburn is ridiculous. Come on now. what we read from him. He's threatening Bishop Jakes. He's threatening Cora. You're threatening them with all these convicted essayers of children. I'm bringing all the convicted essayers in here, and we're going to sue Bishop Jakes. Great character these people have. The jury will believe them. He picks such interesting clients, doesn't he? Yeah, I don't believe there's any smoking evidence, Lady Wisdom. I just don't believe that, because if I know what we've known about Larry, the smoking would have been out, and we wouldn't be where we're at today. There would have been negotiations on the back end saying, "Listen, I got this, and I got this. Do y'all want it out? Y'all know what I do for a living. It came to me. It's what it is, and I'm going to talk about it. Do you want me to go out, or do we need to negotiate something? Or the revenue I'm going to lose for not telling this story, because I could have told the story and got all this revenue, all this money. So I need you to tell me, you don't want me to get all this money from telling this information. So is there something that we can negotiate?" I just don't think there's anything. I just don't think there's anything concrete. Make me out of a liar. Make me out of a liar. I just don't believe there's anything concrete. It's just like the whole Cora and Michelle Loud situation. We've heard Michelle. She's been on this platform. She's been on other platforms. We've heard her story. We sympathize with her. We understood where she is right now. We wasn't back then. We didn't know her back then when the transactions went through. But all we can go off is what we are listening to from Michelle Loud today. That's all we can go off of. But again, unless there's a lot of theories we can put in with that adoption. We've all said them. People have all said them. The Jakes are well known. The judge ate Thanksgiving dinner with him. That this person did that. The police is in their back pocket of Dallas, and blah, 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 blah. We can do all that all night long. But the paperwork still stands. And what my only issue with Michelle at this time, why would you want to uproot? Is that the best thing for your son at this time? He's used to living a certain kind of lifestyle. Do you think he's going to go back to you and then Cora have to pay you child support? I don't think that's the way it works. So, somebody get the boy on the stand and ask him a few questions. Do you want to go back with mama? Or do you want to stay with the Jakes? Just ask the question. Because at this point, I think they will ask the question. And I have a sneaky suspicion he ain't leaving Cora's house. No, he's not. He said Cora did not take her baby unlawfully. If that was the case, Lady Wisdom, she wouldn't have the baby. That's an easy answer, ain't it? And it would. And if you really love your child and you really want the best for your child, then you would take his answer if he says he'd rather stay with Cora. And you would love him from afar, and you would be in his life in a healthy way instead of all this fighting and fighting. At the end of the day, he's going to sit back And I think in Michelle's head, she wants him to see that she's fighting for him. I think she wants him to see that. But I think it can be done in a different way. Clear, honest, unmanipulative communication. She's going to because it's showing unstable in all your ways when you're online, spewing all this against the Jakes and talking about you. I don't know if you are stable enough. It's just a question. I don't know what you have showed us and the world and the courts and the, CPS folks and all these other people that you would be of sound mind to take care of him at this point. Yeah. And that's great. That's great. But she has to show him without all of the antics that are going on. This is just my opinion. My opinion. She said she got your emotions and then you had to get the truth. Yeah. And regardless of what, we can have a lot of theories and a lot of things like that, but can I just let y'all know something? He's not going anywhere. If he wants to go back to his mother or what have you, have a relationship with him when he's 18, he'll have, or whenever that, I don't know what the legal deal in Texas is, but whatever that age is, well, I thought I almost had it. Then he has that choice. He has that choice. But at this point, Tyrone Blackburn threatening litigation against Cora, against Bishop Jakes regarding Michelle Loud or Richard Coleman, convicted assayer of children. He hasn't been quite successful with the first convicted felon. He might want to hold off before you start taking up the reins of other convicted assayers of children. Just hold on, Blackburn. Let's see if you can win this one. I have a sneaky suspicion you can't. And we have to realize that once this is over with, he's off of this case because he's no longer Dwayne Youngblood's attorney. It's the old summer law, and they got a whole bunch of problems themselves with this case. But he wants to keep himself in the know, I guess, in the algorithm by threatening more lawsuits against Bishop Jakes. Okay. All right. Do what you want to do, Blackburn. Knock yourself out. You said, plus, since Cora's husband is locked up, the little boy is probably safer now. Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. Right. Oh, you're for being in the home. Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I'll drop the link for a few minutes. If anybody wants to come up and give your thoughts on this case. Again, it's good that Larry took the videos down, which he should have took them down a long time ago, in my opinion. This could be the good old ripe olive branch Jakes threw him. I don't know. Because I'm still under the opinion that he don't really want Dwayne Youngblood. He want Larry. But now I think he want a little blood from Blackburn. I think he want just a little bit of blood from Blackburn. I think they want to take him out of the whole algorithm of the law. I think they want to strip him of his law license. That's just my opinion. I'm going to get you. Ooh, I got you, I think. Oh, I did. Yeah, I got to wash my hands. At least you gone. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. How did Cora come by those kids anyway? Well, you got to remember, if you listen to the story, and if you guys really want a little bit more on that, go to my playlist here on YouTube under interviews, and Michelle Loud, I did interview her, and you can get a little bit more background as to how she came to adopt her children. And Michelle and Cora were friends from young. So that relationship was already built, and Cora went from having dogs to having kids. Dolls, you had dolls to kids. I don't know. With the Cora thing, it reminds me in the Bible where the two women were fighting over a baby, right? And King Solomon ordered the baby to be cut in half and given to, it does give you that. It does give you that. Yeah. Larry Blackburn know how powerful people that he roll with. Larry Blackburn. You mean Tyrone Blackburn or Larry Reid? I'm not sure what you mean by that one. I'm not sure about that. Yeah. So I don't know, everybody. We just have to wait and try to see what happens this week. Hopefully the judge will make a decision this week. I think he will, because he's quick with denials and things now. And I think, his decision time started a couple weeks ago when Tyrone Blackburn's reply wasn't in. It was already time for the judge to decide on sanctions for Tyrone because he didn't get his information in on time. So I think we may hear from the judge next week in regards to what the sanctions will be for Blackburn. He can give them the $77,000 in fees plus some other fee, some other amount because of his foolishness. I don't know. And it seemed to me, it's like he's trying to punk this judge. It's like he doesn't even have any consideration for the law itself. He doesn't care. I'm going to put in what I want to put in. I'm going to, do more accusations against the plaintiff that are nowhere around in this lawsuit. And matter of fact, I'm going to bring in some other family members and sue them too. It's like Tyrone Blackburn does not have any regard for the law. He's so emotionally driven that I think it's to his detriment. I really think so. And I think he needs to get a grip on who he is. And it's like he wants to go out and just fight and fight and fight. And, well, it's your fight now, but it wasn't your fight. Like I said, there's too many stories that we have on him. We can't turn a blind eye to everything that we've heard about and witnessed of Tyrone Blackburn. We have to consider it. Oh, you're talking about Tyrone Blackburn. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. You said the judge is getting bored with the case. Well, they're not able to move on. No discovery yet. No, nothing. Nothing has been scheduled. Nothing has been scheduled. Be this nice without getting something out of it. Oh, okay. You said he's not going to be this nice without getting something out of it. You throwing the spaghetti to the wall. Something got to stick. One of them noodles got to stick. The way it's been allowed to carry on. It really is. But again, you can, like I said, Courtney, you can put anything to the courts. They'll put it in there. It may get booted out later or stricken from the record, but you can put anything you want. What's up, Sean? So I think that's what he's doing, and he knows that. It doesn't have to be the truth. It doesn't have to be a protocol. He can just type it up and put it in. I mean, and he has to know that his submission was late. But like I said, what kind of baffles me is Jakes' team. Why did you even respond? The judge knows that he's lying. The clerks are very aware of to review his responses with a fine-tooth comb. But I believe they didn't even need to review it. It was late. Doesn't matter. Not even considering it as part of this whole fee petition hearing and the sanctions. Not even considering it. Correct me if I'm wrong, attorneys. But I believe if you go out and there was no extension requested, you go out the guidelines of a mandated date that the judge has given you, and you disregard it and just submit paperwork when you want to, I don't think it works like that. And it's not going to be considered. So Jakes' team should have just let it go. They should have just let it go. I don't know why nobody thought of doing that. And explain to Jakes, listen, he's presented a lot of BS, but it's not necessary for us to respond to it because it was 2 weeks late. So the judge is not even going to consider it. So it doesn't matter. Saying he wasn't licensed. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where they got that letter from. I don't know where they got that letter from saying he wasn't. I thought they said they had hit him up, and somebody in the office hit the people up, and they said that he wasn't licensed in DC. So I'm not sure. I wonder if he, was he not licensed for a time frame, and then he got reinstated? Maybe. I don't know. But time will tell. Time will tell. I mean, even with that, I mean, we're still talking about hallucinations and AI work and cited work that's not valid. You know, case law has nothing, misquoted case law. I mean, that's what we're talking about in regards to why he's being sanctioned anyway. I think that DC stuff is like just icing on the cake, I'm guessing, because that's really not the basis of the sanctions. I mean, it does speak to the character of him, but I don't think that's the basis of the sanctions. I don't think. But correct me if I'm wrong out there, attorneys. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, everybody. I appreciate you. You know, it's so late here, and I haven't even had dinner. I can't believe that I was doing other stuff and just didn't have dinner and anything. I was like, oh my goodness, I got to at least have a Caesar salad or something from somewhere. But in case y'all having a revival this week, the usher has something to tell y'all.
Good morning. This is for First Baptist members only. Let me tell you something. We got revival coming up in a few weeks. You know, last year, y'all beat the shit out of me because I was the usher. And I think y'all rehearsed the shit. We gonna get Miss Shirley ass at church this year. Y'all tried. I know y'all done plotted some shit this year. Y'all women, y'all get up there, y'all get happy. Y'all don't get happy right there where you're sitting at. Y'all get out there in the middle of the aisleway and go to jumping around and falling out on the floor, spreading your legs and stuff. Try it this year. Try it this year. And Brenda, you had me running around in the church last year like I was on a track field. And then you had nerve to fall out in the middle of the floor. I the one should have been the one falling out. You the one had me tied. And then you done fell out. I done poured water on you and everything. Then you jumped up and grabbed me around my neck and stuff. Try it this year. And bruh Frank, you know what your ass doing too. You fell on top of Sister Sheila. And I couldn't get your ass off of her. I believe you and her got something going on. I couldn't get you to roll off her ass. Try it this year. I got something for your ass.
We love a good Baptist usher. You gots to love them. Gotta love them. Listen, everybody, if you'd like to support the program, it's always streaming at the bottom of the screen. There you are. Thank you for those who sent super chats today. I think we got one. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. But there you are, $ the St. James Show, or $ St. James Show without the THE. It still can get here. It still will get in its proper place. Also, if you'd like to send Zelle, the St. James Show at att.net. And as always, PayPal and Venmo are available to you as well. Appreciate each and every one of you. Listen here, get up, go to church tomorrow, and have a good day, or whatever you're going to do tomorrow. Say a prayer and do it. Listen here, thank you for being a member. Those of you who are members of the St. James Show, right here on YouTube, and also those who are Patreon members right there, Patreon, the St. James Show. Make sure that you are in Patreon. I want to go into Patreon right now. I'm gonna go in there for a few minutes because I want to try out this option that's in Patreon. So I will be there in about 5 or 10 minutes, okay? For my Patreon people. And just for a few minutes, okay? I will see you there. But I appreciate you guys for coming out and joining me in the virtual sanctuary of the St. James Show. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll be talking to you real soon, all right?
Before I got here, this song came on and sort of took over. I heard about how he healed the sick. He is a wonder.
He is a wonder in my soul.
I heard about how he raised the dead. He is a wonder.
He is a wonder in my soul.
5,000 hungry souls he fed. He's a wonder.
He is a wonder in my soul.
I heard about how he saved the soul. He is a wonder.
He is a wonder in my soul.
Heal the sick.
Heal the sick.
Raise the dead.
Raise the dead.
That's what gets me. I seen them do it.
I seen them do it.
Only a few folk can declare that. One more time, say, I seen them do it.
I seen them do it.
Shout it out loud. If you seen them, declare it. I seen
them do it.
Let's get on out of here. I seen them do it.
I seen them do it.
I feel his presence in this.